Welcome to the Capcom E3 Showcase. I'm your host, Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer, and I'll be your guide as we walk through the latest releases, news, and updates from Capcom. We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village team, share some news from the world of Monster Hunter, and get the latest on Ace Attorney. Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village.
Someone might stop from me, tall lady. Do it.
Near the latest and greatest in survival horror. The team has been blown away by the response to Resident Evil Village, which launched last month. It brought the world another chapter in this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year.
Damn, 50.
I'm
that
honored
long?
to be able to introduce Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on
Bro,
Resident Evil
chill.
Village,
What the fuck?
with a special message for the fans.
Another time.
Bye-bye.
Where's the gasm?
There's nothing to fear.
Rose!
Big lady.
To me.
I think it's time you left things in my hands.
Huh?
Go on, rest now.
Hi everyone, my name is Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's played since we launched the game in May. We hope you're enjoying this new chapter in survival horror. As a reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer title, Resident Evil Re:Verse, where players go head-to-head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and bioweapons. I'm now happy to announce that Resident Evil Re:Verse will go live next month across all supported platforms. So head into the fray to celebrate the Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
Oh shit. More info.
Thank you, Kanda-san, for that wonderful update. Next up, some long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter. Whether it's adventuring alongside monsters or battling them with friends, we've got something for you. First, let's dive into the brand new story-based RPG entry to the series, Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin.
This was his fate. Red may have been strong and skilled, but against the awesome power of nature, he was merely a man. He never stood a chance.
All around, things just kept getting worse. But I heard that Guardian Ratha had survived and returned to Hekolu Island. I went there to see Red's old monster again. Then, of course, that's when I met you.
You were given Red's kinship stone, and now a Rathalos egg. This is destiny.
This is the legendary monster. Brave
I wish this
Wing
has been
Ratha,
saved.
the monster with
That's
the
good.
wings of ruin.
It's said that a beat of its wings can bring about waves of destruction.
Many people believe there's a connection between the strange happenings and the wings of ruin. The pits are appearing everywhere, and they're emitting a strange light.
What's this whole idea of forming kinship with monsters? How do you control them?
It's not about control. Monsters help riders of their own will. And the bonds between monsters and riders are just like your bond with Tsukino.
What kind of power does Ratha really have? Why are all of these pits appearing? And who are those people who want to take Ratha for themselves? All I have are questions.
If there's worry or doubt in your voice, Ratha will become anxious too. He needs to know that you will protect him no matter what.
I can sense the flames of his life force weakening. The burden of such great power is too much for his body to bear.
A voice. Can you hear it?
Riders can bond with monsters. Surely you can groove with fellow humans.
They have the power of kinship. They're friends, they're monsties. Humans carry the strength of everyone they meet. That makes them strong. My friends here taught me that. I believe in the strength of humanity.
Rawr. God. Okay, am I just supposed? Okay, god damn it, I gotta fucking type all this fucking shit. God damn it, motherfucker. Monster Hunter Stories 2. Fuck. Wings of Ruin. Is there a release date or no? There's no release date. Oh, fuck you. Version June 5th, 25th, okay. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, alright, fuck!
Looks pretty epic, right? And how about that announcement? The canine companion Palamute from Monster Hunter Rise will be joining Monster Hunter Stories 2 as one of the new monsties in the first free title update coming soon after the game's release.
What?
You can get an early peek at the game with the Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th, which also carries your progress over to the full game release just a few weeks later on July 9th. That's not the only way to join the hunt. Millions of you made Monster Hunter Rise a huge success earlier this year, and we have even more content coming, including a new collaboration on the Rise. Let's find out more.
Alright, Jesus Christ. Fuck. God damn it, alright. Fuck.
Let's go! This is for my fellow hunters!
June, July, Oh my god.
Rathalos is no one. Moon's blessing emerged.
Just fucking
god. I have a good feeling.
It's a cat.
Moon's blessing emerged.
Holy fuck. Hello, Lightning Dash, what's up, fam? God, it's like... oh my god. 8:19. Christ. You guys getting this? Am I writing the right things down? Fuck, I don't even know. No, nobody cares.
Nakamura is like my second home.
You think you can take on Rondine?
The fuck? Jesus Christ.
There has never
I'm not
been a
writing all
better
that
time to be a
fucking shit
Monster
down.
Hunter
Fuck
fan.
you.
With all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure. Well, that's not the only thing Capcom has in store for us this July. Fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to explore with the release of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. North American and European future attorneys will finally be able to get their hands on the Great Ace Attorney Adventures and the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, which were previously only available in Japan. You'll travel back in time to the late 19th century Japan and London to play as Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, in this action-packed prequel. Now, let's hear more about the story.
I see a bunch of pog chips.
Let us unravel this mystery.
I don't know if I would want to play this, though.
Welcome to the centre of the world. Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer. I have to.
Objection!
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder.
Who are you?
Herlock shows. You must
Or
have
like
heard of
who?
them.
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san.
Let us engage in the art of deduction, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, what have we here? It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to a cross-examination.
A scoundrel.
Objection. Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
You're the best lawyer in the world.
So we have 10 new cases and 8 mini escapades where you can take on the role of a defense attorney. Now, we all want to see some gameplay, right?
Mini who?
A closer first look at 2 gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles: Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination.
Some who?
Hello, I'm Jonathan, Capcom's marketing brand
minor
manager.
spoilers may be included. Okay.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
Where to?
The Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
The Capcom team is thrilled to present 2 new gameplay features, Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination, coming to the Ace Attorney series.
While investigating to prove your client's innocence, players will come across conspicuous situations that require further examination with the help of Ryunosuke's legal aid Susato and the brilliance of deduction from Detective Herlock. Herlock will proceed to present his logic and reasoning spectacular, a grandiose yet flawed series of conjectures.
Ryunosuke and Susato will then discuss to correct the flaws in Herlock's deductions. At this point, players will be prompted to search for clues that help identify the errors in the detective's logic and reveal the truth to the mystery. As players present new evidence and observations, Herlock will amend his deductions based on the new information. Upon uncovering the truth, Ryunosuke and Herlock enter into a semi-metaphorical, semi-literal dance that brings them to the conclusion of the dance of deduction.
Huh. What? How the fuck? What? How do you get to that? How do you Oh. She's hot! Sorry. Pot chips. I'd fuck this
In courtroom battles, players will attempt to convince 6 jurors of the innocence of their client. Their progress will be displayed and represented by 2 scales of justice, one black, representing a guilty verdict, and one white, representing a not guilty verdict.
Objection!
In summation examination, take the stand to face off against the jurors, all of whom provide explanations as to why they've reached their guilty verdict.
You'll have to identify conflicting statements and sway the jury in your favor. Examine each statement carefully and select 2 contradicting jurors to call out the flaws in their logic.
Objection!
Be ready to provide evidence from the court record to help prove the contradiction in their claims. When you successfully point out one of these contradictions among the jurors, you might just change their minds, too. With a slam of their fist, each juror you persuade will send a fiery ball towards the scales above and literally tip the scales of justice in your favor. Bring each contradiction to light and persuade the jury to help prove your client's innocence.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
This has just been a small taste of the exciting new gameplay features in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We are very excited to get this game in the hands of both new fans and diehard fans alike. Thanks for watching.
You know what, Ace Attorney, fuck it.
It already seems like I have a bunch of games to catch up on. There are some exciting new adventures and titles to look forward to. Well, that's a look at the new premieres from Capcom, but what about esports? Let's close out today's showcase with a few words from 2 of the stars of Capcom Fighters, Rob TV and Vicious. They'll tell us what's been going on with Capcom esports, including updates on the Capcom Pro Tour, Intel World Open, Street Fighter League, and all the other content on Capcom Fighters. Over to you guys.
Oh, I spun it wrong. You know what? I don't even give a fuck. I don't care. I'll look it up later.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Capcom esports presentation for E3 2021. My name is Vicious, commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League, here with competitive Street Fighter V player and host extraordinaire, Hollywood, Rob TV. What's going on, Rob?
Oh my goodness, Vicious. Host extraordinaire. That just sounds beautiful. It has a ring to it, and I think that's the perfect word to describe what we have for everyone today. Street Fighter V, Capcom E3, it just feels right and you feel the electricity in the air. Nice! Nice! What? That was nasty! And there might be some people at home, Vicious, who don't fully know what competitive Street Fighter V is. The long and the short of it is this. We travel all around the world, state to state, country to country, and we try to bring our opponent's life bar from 100 all the way down to 0 and feel pretty goddamn good doing it.
That's right, Rob. If you think you're the best in your region, sign up.
No, I'm not good enough.
So in this year's CPT overall, it's a series of tournaments that have $5,000 on the
Yeah, no.
And broadcast it live from this stage, and we check out across 9 from Pro Tour, a competitive studying tour. We have sets where we take players from around the world and play off in an exhibition to see who will
content. But month. Be sure to check out the official website for more information, including current standings and broadcast schedule.
To commemorate this event, everyone who logged in during this period will receive an exclusive competitor title and dojo object. You do not want to miss this.
I highly recommend everyone to stay tuned for future Capcom Pro Tour updates on the Capcom Fighters channel.
And again, we've had so many events so far for the Capcom Pro Tour. I know you're definitely a
Yeah.
compete head.
Capcom Carter tournament play. Obviously, they got a rivalry. I'm the best in the world.
This game has changed the lives of so many people here.
Nice.
The pop-off. That's what I'm talking about.
I told you it's gonna go to the limit.
Thanks, guys. It's been a really exciting season so far, and I can't wait to see how this plays out on the road to Capcom Cup. Remember to check out Capcom Fighters' Twitch and YouTube channels for more information and to watch the latest matches. So that's a wrap for Capcom at E3 this year. Let's recap what we all saw. Resident Evil Village is back with the latest installment of the survival horror experience and RE-Verse as part of the franchise's 25th anniversary. We have new adventures to embark on in the world of Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, and Monster Hunter Rise. And don't forget to go back in time with the great Ace Attorney Chronicles to tap into the family history of Phoenix Wright and solve new cases. Finally, don't miss out on the esports fun. Make sure you catch the latest matches with Capcom Fighters. There really is something for everyone here today. But don't go anywhere yet. Join the conversation on Twitter and make sure you check out the Capcom virtual booth on the E3 portal to watch all these videos again and more. I'm Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer. Thank you for being part of the Capcom experience at E3 this year.
Is that how you say it? Yeah, okay, now I got it.
On Capcom's presentation. I thought that rhymed for a second, and then I was gonna go, that rhyme. I'm feeling it, folks. I'm feeling all the stuff that we saw. That was a new...
With the term monsties, and
this story, I get into this story. I love white-haired girls with red eyes. He like lit up as soon as
that sounds like...
I'm sorry, I apologize.
I even just said the hashtag. Why they didn't change the name to Monsty Hunter, I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I mean, Monsty Hunter, I like that too. But anyway, yeah. Battling, right?
Monster Hunter Stories 1, really, mechanics, I guess. The first one.
Come on.
Felt like they were like, yeah, they definitely laid heavy on the cinematics.
Stories too, right? Like
Yeah.
They had all this different
Why
stuff
is
in
there
there.
having
They
to
had
be a
Monster Hunter
freaking
block
title
there, and I
shot
feel like
now?
Kyle Jr. What we thought. But first, we've got some news from the folks at Razer. Take a look.
Alright, let's see. What's this now? I saw like a little bit of it when I came back home. Or when I got home and from work and whatnot. And
Welcome
I saw
to the Razer
something.
keynote at E3, the world's biggest video games convention. We have got an insane show for everyone.
Actually, no, I saw
today.
this whole thing.
We've come a long
I
way
wouldn't
here
really
together.
look at it too
All
much
gamers
'cause I
by
wanted to, like,
gamers.
watch it
and today
now.
we're one of the biggest gaming brands in the world. We span hundreds of millions of gamers, from PC gaming to console gaming to mobile gaming. But what I'd like to talk a little bit about today, to kick things off, is PC gaming, something near, dear, close to my heart. And pretty much to talk about the decade of the Razer Blade. So in 2011, we launched the world's first true gaming laptop. And this caused quite a bit of controversy back then because gaming laptops were not gaming laptops in the true sense of the word. They were gaming luggables back in the day. Super thick, super heavy. And the Razer Blade was the first true gaming laptop in the sense it was super thin, super light, and super powerful. And it ushered in a new generation of gaming laptops. And since then, over the past 10 years, the entire industry has moved to follow in the footsteps of the Razer Blade. In 2013, we launched the world's thinnest gaming laptop. 2016, we invented the world's first Thunderbolt 3 external GPU. In 2018, we launched the world's smallest 15-inch gaming laptop. And since then, we've now got the entire Razer Blade family. We've got the Blade Stealth 13, we've got the Blade Pro 17, and of course, we've got the Blade 15. And the Razer Blade has been both a critical and commercial success. It's been called the very best gaming laptop in the world and continues to win accolades over and over again. And at this point, many of our fans, many of the Razer community is asking, what's next? So we go down and we talk to every single one of our fan base, for gamers, by gamers, we talk to the press. And one thing that we've heard consistently over the past couple of years is when is Razer going to make an AMD gaming laptop? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm incredibly excited to be able to announce that we're now working closely together with AMD, and we've put the very best designers and engineers together with the top AMD engineers, and what we've created in a single line is the ultimate AMD gaming laptop. And with that, we are bringing back the legendary Razer Blade 14. How do we do this? How did we make the ultimate AMD gaming laptop? Well, we took a look at the 14-inch gaming laptops today. Now, many of them have tried to follow in the footsteps of the Blade 14 that we created some 10 years ago, and many things have changed since then. In terms of form factor, many of the gaming laptops out there are portable, but we feel they could be thinner, could be slimmer. Now, over and above, in terms of GPUs, there's been not much innovation. Don't get me wrong, they've got a great GPU in there, but they max out at a RTX 3060. In fact, in terms of total graphics power, or TGP, they max out at just 80 watts. And we feel it could go much higher with, of course, the right materials and with, of course, the right cooling thermal solutions. Now, as we talk about materials, unfortunately, most of them still use really non-premium builds. Now, one thing that we do at Razer that all of you are familiar with is that we look at doing really premium builds. We've got CNC'd machined chassis. We want to make sure that you've got the best possible no-flex kind of chassis, but many of the ones out there don't have that. And of course, cooling. Many of the 14-inch gaming laptops are still using solutions that we pioneered some 10 years ago. At Razer, we've really pushed it ahead. We've had vapor chamber cooling for years now. We are in the next generation of that. We've done that for laptops. We've done that for phones over and over. Now, in terms of having all this last-gen tech, many of them are still limited in terms of the ports that they've got. They've got only a couple of Type A ports, a couple of Type C ports, so on and so forth. And they've got truly, truly uninspired keyboards. They're using single-color backlit keyboards. Why? Because they don't have space or they don't have the imagination. But at Razer,
they don't have the
we've got loads and loads of imagination. And what did we want to imagine? Well, a whole lot of ultras. Ultra what? Well, ultra powerful. We wanted to be ultra powerful. We wanted to be ultra thin. We wanted to be ultra fast. We want to have ultra connectivity. We wanted to be ultra responsive. And of course, ultra immersive. That's a lot of ultras to make the ultimate AMD gaming laptop. But let's talk about how ultra powerful the new Razer Blade 14 is. Now, together with AMD and Razer, we have designed and engineered in a single line the world's most powerful 14-inch gaming laptop.
What's the fucking specs, though?
Not any normal gaming laptop that we're talking about. We're talking about the world's most powerful 14-inch gaming laptop. And to this end, we wanted to pick one of the most powerful CPUs on the planet today, and we've picked the AMD Ryzen 5900HX. This is truly an incredible CPU. We are talking about a HX class, an extreme class AMD processor, and it's an unlocked processor. Unlike many of the other laptops out there using the HS class processors, we are using a HX class unlocked processor. A Zen 3 mobile processor in a cutting-edge 7-nanometer level. It's an 8-core x86 CPU, and it's got an up to a whopping 4.6 gigahertz.
You tell me that little fucking thing. Oh my god.
This is an insanely great CPU. And joining me here today talking about this partnership to make the ultimate AMD gaming laptop is Jason Banter, VP of Product Management of AMD.
Razer is known for some of the most innovative gaming laptops in the industry. Razer has established a design, quality, and performance standard that is second to none. That's why we at AMD are excited to partner with Razer for the first time, bringing Ryzen, the world's best mobile gaming processors, to the Razer laptop lineup.
Fuck.
Engineers from both companies partnered together, start to finish, to bring the best components, the best performance, and the best experience together in the new Razer Blade 14. The new Blade 14 features an unlocked Ryzen 9 5900HX processor, enabling elite gaming performance on a thin and light notebook with amazing battery life. The 5900HX delivers 8 cores and 16 threads of Zen 3 core performance. A max boost clock of up to 4.6 gigahertz quickly dispatches workloads, reduces latency when gaming, and performs 3D renders at breakneck speeds. The 5900HX also doubles the L3 cache size compared to the 4000 series. This massive on-chip memory is vital to unlock the full performance of discrete graphics for gaming. And all of this is based on 7-nanometer process technology. The AMD Ryzen 9 HX series was designed to deliver the most immersive gaming experience you can get in a laptop with zero compromises. From all of us at AMD, congratulations to Min and the entire Razer team for outstanding execution on this project. We're proud to be a part of this generation of Razer Blade laptops and look forward to expanding these opportunities for gamers in the future.
Thank you very much, Jason. So that was Jason of AMD talking about our partnership. But the CPU, of course, while we've picked one of the most powerful in the world, is just half the equation. What's on the other half of the equation? Well, the GPU. We've picked one of the most powerful CPUs in the world, and we've also picked one of the most powerful GPUs. And we're talking, of course, about the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 30 series. Now, our engineers and NVIDIA, we've been working together for many years. We've been optimizing it. We've got the best GPUs in the world with NVIDIA. They've got up to 8 gigs of VRAM. And one thing that we did is that we've managed to push the total gaming power up to 100 watts of power. We're not talking about the 80 watts that everyone else is doing. We've pushed it all the way to the limit, up to 100 watts of TGP, and in something as small and thin as a 14-inch form factor.
God.
Now, of course, we start with the RTX 3060.
3060,
it's
very
a
nice.
Great GPU. That's what everybody else is also using, but we wanted to start with that. Now, over and above, our thermals guys said, you know, we're crazy at Razer. We're the mad scientists. We can take it a notch further. So what have we done? Well, in the new Razer Blade 14, we've got an RTX 3070 option. That's a truly powerful GPU matched with a truly powerful CPU. But we're Razer. We want to take it up to 11. We are going all the way up to the moon. And what we've done with the new Razer Blade 14 is that we have now added as an option a crazy and insane RTX 3080.
Christ.
Imagine that. The most powerful GPU on the planet with one of the most powerful CPUs on the planet. It's truly, truly powerful. And of course, joining me here on screen today from NVIDIA to talk about how we've put this crazy RTX 3080 into an ultra-thin form factor of the new Razer Blade 14.
How did you manage this?
VP,
shit?
Global GeForce Marketing at NVIDIA on screen.
What we're going through.
Thanks, Min, for inviting us to present at your event. Once again, we're excited to partner with Razer on the development and launch of a Blade laptop. This time, the all-new Blade 14 powered by GeForce RTX. For the first time, gamers can experience an RTX 3070 and 3080 laptop GPU in a 14-inch form factor. It packs incredible performance in an ultra-thin, sleek design. Wherever you go, you can play the most stunning and graphically demanding games because the RTX 30 series includes second-gen RT cores that enable fast ray tracing. Enjoy realistic lighting, reflections, shadows, ambient occlusion, and more. All of those make your games more immersive. Ray tracing is featured in many of today's most popular games. NVIDIA DLSS also has been widely adopted by games. Many refer to it as magical. DLSS provides a huge boost to performance using AI rendering and looks as good or better than traditional methods. Dedicated tensor cores built into the RTX GPU do the AI processing. Now, in addition to the high frame rates pumped out by the GeForce GPU, NVIDIA Reflex low latency technologies give gamers the competitive edge in their favorite games. NVIDIA Reflex is now supported in 7 of the top 10 competitive shooters. But we're talking about laptops, so efficient power usage is incredibly important to making gaming laptops as thin and cool and quiet as possible. That's where our Max-Q technologies come in. Every aspect of the laptop, the GPU, software, PCB design, power delivery, and thermals are all optimized for power and performance. With the help of AI, high-performance gaming laptops are faster and better than ever before. Let me give you an example. Dynamic Boost 2. It automatically distributes the power across the GPU memory, and the CPU for maximum performance, whether you're gaming or creating. We can't wait for gamers and creators to experience the incredible power and the portability of the new Razer Blade 14. Min, thank you for your great partnership.
Thank you very much, Matt. And that is the ultimate AMD gaming laptop. Ultra powerful,
like 3,000
and we just talked about it. But we've not just got true power. It's not just the world's most powerful 14-inch gaming laptop. Let's talk a little bit about how it's ultra thin. Now, how thin have we gotten it? Well, it's not just ultra thin. It is the world's thinnest 14-inch gaming laptop. Let it sink in. Think about it. I just said this is the world's most powerful 14-inch gaming laptop, and now
I'm just like,
actually saying it's also the world's thinnest 14-inch gaming laptop. We are talking about 16.8 millimeters thin with a 3080. Mind you, it's 0.66 inches thin.
Dude.
And the reason for it is because for the past 10 years, we've been bringing together the very best thermals engineers on the planet.
Oh my
They've got all kinds of innovative solutions. They've been pushing the limits. And what we've got over here in the Razer Blade 14 is the next generation vapor chambers. And we've designed this from ground up. We are light years ahead of the competition. Many of them are still copying what we've done 10 years ago. And today we're 10 years ahead. We're a full decade ahead. We've designed the next generation vapor chambers in the Blade 14.
Does that say
Each of these tiny little fans have got 88 fan blades.
My
God.
God.
And we worked with fluid dynamics scientists. We made sure that every fan blade was designed from the ground up. 88 fan blades. What does that mean? Every single fan blade in our fans is about 0.1 millimeters thin. we have designed fan blades the width of a human hair. In addition, of course, we are using T6 grade aluminum CNC chassis. You've got to kind of touch it to believe it. You've got to understand that's what a razor blade is about.
My God.
Premium quality. And of course, it's super durable, anodized finish.
We'll see about that.
Ultra thin. The world's thinnest 14-inch gaming laptop. So let's talk about how fast it is. Ultra fast. We've got the fastest 14-inch display.
Okay, was it like 144?
We've got two options. We've got an FHD 144 Hz, and we've got a QHD at a blazing fast 165 Hz. It's 100% DCI P3 display, IPS grade.
You're gonna kill me.
It's AMD FreeSync Premium, and every single display is custom calibrated right out of the factory. Ultra fast. Now let's talk about connectivity really quickly. Ultra connectivity, lots and lots and lots and lots of ports. We're talking about Wi-Fi 6E. We've got Bluetooth 5.2. Now, some of the gaming laptops, so the 14-inch gaming laptops, don't even have space to put a camera there. Webcam, it's a Windows Hello. Lots of ports. We've got, on one end of the chassis, we've got a Type A, we've got a Type C Gen 2. The Type C, is Gen 2 charging. It's got a display port. In addition to that, we've got HDMI 2.1, which has an output of 4K 120 Hertz. Now, on the other end, we've also got another Type A, another Type C. We've got lots and lots of ports. Ultra connectivity. Let's talk about how responsive it is. Ultra responsive. It's got a full anti-ghosted keyboard. We've pioneered this many, many years ago. Now, one of the things I'm really proud of is how buttery smooth. This is like melted butter. The precision touchpad is. It's a beautiful touchpad. You've got to touch it to believe it. And unlike all the other inspired keyboards, we've got a per key Razer Chroma RGB keyboard.
Yes, this.
It's a fantastic keyboard. It's an incredible
keyboard.
That's
what my keyboard is.
It's got a beautiful key travel. You got to try it to believe it. This
is
a legend by itself. It's ultra responsive. And now let's talk a little bit about how immersive the new Blade 14 is. And what we've got incorporated inside this is THX spatial audio, giving
That's a name we haven't seen in a while.
Spatial surround sound all around you. And of course, we're using it with upward firing speakers. That's a truly, truly great set of speakers. And at this point of time, I'm sure most of you guys watching, some of you guys may be skeptical. We've made it so powerful. We've made it so thin. We've packed it chock full of all kinds of features. This is like a laptop, which is 10 years in the future. What have we compromised? And at Razer, we do not compromise. You'll know it if you own one of our Blade laptops. We do not compromise. And some of you may suspect we may have put a really tiny battery in there. Absolutely not. Because on a single charge, the Blade 14 runs for up to 12 hours. That's an insane level of battery life in the Blade 14.
Now, what about with gaming?
Now, the team has put together a video, a quick ad to kind of show it to everyone. I'm sure you're excited to see it. And let's show it for everyone. Here you go.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah, this is what I'm made of. This is for the throne and the kingdom. The king's here, yelling freedom. Do or die, do it now if you believe it.
Damn.
Reap what you sow every season. Yeah, you kill what you eat when you feast it. Yeah, it's death before the sign of no treason. No, in that time of war, no retreat. No, never lay down and die on my feet. I look the reaper in his eyes and won't blink. I'm the voice every time that I speak. It's like thunder when it strikes. I'm the king. I'm the king. I am supreme. I am king.
Now.
And at this point of time, I'm sure all of you
would
like
God,
to see the
right
actual real thing. This is not a figment of my imagination. This is not a figment of the imagination of a gamer out there. But here it is. The legendary Razer Blade 14. Back in flesh or back in CNC aluminum. You can see it's ultra, ultra thin. Imagine that we've got a HX class CPU in there. We've got a 5900 Ryzen, of course. We've also got a 3080 NVIDIA GeForce GPU. All in an ultra-thin 16.8 millimeter form factor. Super, super thin. All right, I'm sure you guys would like to see the display. This is a 165 hertz display. As you can see, it's just truly, truly beautiful. And yes, there is a webcam. All right? So check it out. And it just sounds beautiful. So, this is the new Blade 14. It's so compact, packing a 3080. Imagine that. And really quickly, to take us through this is the world's most powerful 14-inch gaming laptop. It's ultra powerful. It's ultra thin. It's the world's thinnest 14-inch gaming laptop. Just imagine I'm saying that at the same time. Ultra fast. It's got ultra connectivity. Look at all the ports on both ends. It's got an ultra responsive gaming keyboard, and it's ultra immersive. You know, you've seen the upward firing speakers, and all of this with 12 hours of battery life.
Oh my God.
Today, together with AMD, I'm incredibly excited to announce the ultimate AMD gaming laptop, the new Razer Blade 14. Now, at this point of time, you want to know the price, you want to know availability. Well, I'm sure with a product like that, you're probably quaking inside thinking, is this going to be a $5,000 laptop? It's got all the insane features. It's got the most powerful CPUs and GPUs, right? You know, is this going to be a $3,000 laptop?
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the new Razer Blade 14 starts at just $17.99.
What? No, you're kidding me. There's
When
no
is it
fucking
available?
way.
Well, not in 10
There's
years from
no
now.
way.
It's available
There is
right
no goddamn way that's that. There's no goddamn way it's that price. There's no fucking way. You're telling me. Here's the thing. One of those, like, I guess for the what was it? The desktop it was desktop hard drives or desktop GPUs, or is it 3090 or 3070? Is about that much. Kidding me. Alright, you know what? Fuck you. It's gonna be the next fucking PC I get. Laptop I get. If I end up getting it. From that's just fucking ridiculous. There's no way that's the fucking price. No fucking way. Available today. Fuck you.
Insane features. It's got the most powerful CPUs and GPUs, right? You know, is this going to be a $3,000 laptop?
Why is it not? There's no way that's that fucking price. This must be a joke, right? Okay, and now it's broken. What the fuck? Even my... Oh.
Ultra thin.
Yeah, I got it.
It's custom. It's a truly, truly great.
Hold on a minute, let's see. Is it here?
We do not compromise, and some of you may gaming laptop. Just imagine. So, here is a traditional power brick. It's shipped in many.
Oh wait.
Together with AMD. Now, at this point of time, you want to know the price. You want to know availability. Well, I'm sure with a product like that, you're probably quaking inside, thinking, is this going to be a $5,000 laptop? It's got all the insane features. It's got the most powerful CPUs and GPUs, right? You know, is this going to be a $3,000 laptop? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the new Razer Blade 14 starts at just $1799. When is it available? Well, not in 10 years from now. It's available right now today. By the end of this keynote, you can order it. And where can you order it? Well, you can order it online at Razer.com or at any of our global Razer stores. You can check them out. And of course, at leading retailers globally, you can check it out right away today at just starting from $1799. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Razer Blade 14, the ultimate AMD gaming laptop.
Jesus Christ.
So that's the first product that we've got today. And we've still got a big show ahead. So what's next? Insanely small, insanely powerful. And what am I talking about? Well, it's our all-new USB-C 130-watt GAN charger. 10 years ago, when we first launched the Razer Blade, one of the big innovations that we did was we went and redesigned the charger. 10 years later, we're now really pushing the limits of what we can do with power. So here is a traditional power brick. It's shipped in many of the other gaming laptops out there. Not a Razer laptop, but this is often in many of the other gaming laptops. This is 130-watt size of a power brick, all right? It's almost 3 inches tall. It's got about 6 inches wide. How big is the new Razer GAN charger? Or how much smaller is it? It's up to 59% smaller. It's so tiny, it can fit in your pocket. And it's not just smaller, it's also up to about 17% shorter.
Oh my God.
It's an incredibly, incredibly small charger. So I thought you guys would like to see how small or how large the chargers are.
Yes.
This is a traditional 130-watt power brick. It's pretty big, it's pretty heavy. It's something that will ship with your traditional luggable kind of laptop. So how small is the Razer GAN charger? Boom, it's just hiding behind it. It's just so tiny. The same amount of power that it's packing from 130 watt, and this is a 130 watt charger. And this is already considered one of the smaller 130 watt chargers out there. You can see how tiny, how small it is. But we've got another surprise for all of you.
Oh, Jesus.
This charger can only do one thing. It charges your 130 watt laptop or gaming laptop. This charger doesn't just charge your laptop. Boom. It charges up to 4 devices simultaneously.
Oh my God.
That's how powerful.
Oh
That's
my
how insane
God.
this product is.
Jesus Christ.
This is the Razer GAN charger, USB-C 130 watts of power, truly compact power. Here's the side profile. Here's the front profile. You can see the 4 ports, 2 USB-Cs and 2 USB-As, truly compact power. And here's a perspective shot. Truly, we've designed this so that this is the perfect charger that you can buy. It allows you faster charging up to 4 devices. It's mobile and travel ready with global adapter plugs. And in summary, it's small enough to fit your pocket. Charge up to 4 devices at once.
Oh my
faster
God.
charging,
Like,
2 times
wait, so you're saying
USB-A,
it's
2
a
times
quick
USB-C,
charge?
mobile and travel ready. And it's got safer power delivery features. Now, what does it work with? Well, lots and lots of selected devices. As long as it's got USB-C and charging, it works with a whole slew of Razer Blade laptops, Apple MacBooks, both the Pro and the Air, Windows laptops like the Dell XPS, tablets, smartphones, smartwatches, and much more.
Oh my
So,
God.
is this $500? Is it $300? Well, absolutely not. The Razer GAN charger is just $179.99. You can pre-order it right now, and we're shipping within the next 30 days. And you can buy it, of course, at Razer.com, any of our Razer stores, and at leading retailers globally. This is the Razer 130-watt GAN charger, and you'll want to be making your pre-orders right now because this is truly the ultimate charger. Next up, Pixel Perfect. Well, a couple of years ago, we launched the Razer Raptor 27. What do we have with it? With the new Razer Raptor? Well,
wait, was it 69 or
still
59?
a 27-inch form factor. It's got an IPS.
Hold on. But
Razer Raptor.
Hold on.
The ultimate charger.
Okay, 179. Oh, so okay, I was right. Okay. Jesus Christ. My God. Whoops, USB. C. Okay.
Larger. Next up, Pixel Perfect. Well, a couple of years ago, we launched the Razer Raptor 27. What do we have with it? With the new Razer Raptor? Well, still a 27-inch form factor. It's got an IPS display. It's got a beautiful QHD resolution display. Now, what we've done is we've upped the refresh rate from 144 Hertz from the previous generation to a faster 165 Hertz refresh rate. In addition, we've looked at how to ensure that there's tear-free adaptive sync. It's not just using NVIDIA G-Sync, but it's also compatible with AMD FreeSync Premium. And we've got one of the best display panels in the industry. It's got a 95% DCI P3 color space, HDR, high dynamic range display. And something I'm really proud of is that this is the world's first THX certified gaming monitor.
Again,
and we've worked really closely together with THX, specifically with the gentleman Eric Gemmer, who's got decades of experience in making sure that he certifies the very best displays in the market. And joining me on screen here today is Eric, talking a little bit about our partnership.
Hi there, I'm Eric Gemmer, THX's Director of Imaging Technologies. I'm pleased to announce that THX has certified its first ever gaming PC monitor, the newly refreshed Razer Raptor 27-inch. If you don't know, to become THX certified, a monitor like the Razer Raptor must pass 400 different tests run by the certification team and me. The THX certification process makes sure that the screen in question will perform remarkably well, and our testing process includes ensuring panels are lit consistently, colors are accurate, and the image is pristine and clear. The result is a stunningly good screen that is good for fast-paced gameplay and other challenging scenarios. More importantly, THX certification plus the Razer Raptor's fast refresh rate of 165 Hz and 1 millisecond response time means the screen will keep with your superhuman reflexes. If you're a creator, the THX certified screens, like the Raptor, have the added benefit of being a great option for color grading. If you've ever worked on an artistic endeavor and the colors you see look off compared to other screens, don't worry. THX's certified screens and our exacting attention to detail means the Razer Raptor 27 serves as a benchmark for color accuracy, so your next project will look true to your artistic vision. If the Razer Raptor is your main entertainment screen, you're in luck, because like all THX certified screens, the Razer Raptor 27 includes our renowned THX Cinema mode. When it comes time to enjoy your favorite blockbuster movie or TV shows, it'll look spectacular and pixel perfect by correcting for color, brightness, grayscale, and removing any excessive and unwanted video processing. Across the board, the Razer Raptor 27 is a superb entertainment screen, and we hope you enjoy the quality THX certification brings to the new Razer Raptor 27.
Yikes. Oh, there it is. God, it's been a long time since we heard that.
Eric. So that's Eric, who's had decades and decades of experience in terms of making sure that the very best displays in the world are certified in accordance to THX's highest standards. And I'd like to talk a little bit about the new Razer Raptor 27. It's got a forged aluminum construction. It's got a beautiful construction. It's got a unique 90-degree tilt that you can flex it and have it positioned any way you like it. And it's got lots and lots and lots of ports.
Oh my God,
here we go. It's got a beautiful integrated cable management. It's truly unique. You can see it from the rear. And when you touch the back of the new Razer Raptor 27, it's got a beautiful textured fabric backing. Now the display is optimized in terms of software. We've had optimized gaming modes, as well as immersive cinema modes that you can use. And over and above, of course, it's integrated with Razer Chroma RGB. So
oh,
it
hell
fits
yeah,
the
RGB, let's go.
Chroma RGB family. With Chroma as the world's largest RGB platform, you can rest assured the new Razer Raptor will fit in terms of the entire desktop or battle station that you have. Now, one of the things that we've done to update the new Razer Raptor 27 is to include VESA compatibility. The new Razer Raptor will allow you to use monitor arms with a VESA-compatible mount, and this is also backward compatible with the previous Razer Raptor 27. And of course, the mounts are sold separately, and I thought I'd share a little picture of how a triple screen monitor might look on your desk, and it looks just beautiful.
Oh my God.
At this point, I'm sure many of you guys would like to see a video that we've put together for the new Razer Raptor 27, and here you go.
Let's see, 1,000? Or like 700, 750?
All right,
maybe?
so at this point of time, let's do a quick demo of the new Razer Raptor 27. Let's call up the Raptor 27. All right, here you go. It's got a beautiful, beautiful screen. It's forged out of aluminum. It's a beautiful monitor. Let's turn it around so people can see the integrated cable management. As you can see, it's got a truly unique cable management system. All right, let's turn it to the front again. And one of the things that we've updated, the new Raptor 27, is of course the VESA mount. And with the VESA mount, now you can have a triple screen monitor. There you go, boom. Display over here, right on your battle station. If you turn it around, you can see how it looks. It's truly, truly unique. And we're really excited to be able to present this here today, the new Razer Raptor 27. Thank you very much. So, in closing, it's got an ultra-fast display. We've upped it to 165 Hertz. It's a beautiful display. It's got adaptive sync. Bear in mind, it's got both G-Sync and AMD FreeSync Premium. It's the world's first THX-certified monitor. And it's a VESA mount compatible, sold separately. And it's got this really clean, ultra-clean cable management system. And lots of ports. So how much is the new Razer Raptor? Well, you can pre-order it right now at just $7.99, and we will be shipping within the next 30 days. And of course, like most Razer products, you can order it at Razer.com, Razer stores globally, and leading retailers.
Oh my God.
And also, you can order the new VESA mount, which is optional, at just $99, available today at Razer.com and at global Razer stores. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Razer Raptor 27. Pixel perfect. So that's what we have today at our Razer keynote at E3. Remember to join us after this. We've got Razer Store Live. Every month we run this. We've got great new products that we announce. We've got giveaways, and we stream it live from one of our Razer stores somewhere in the world. But that's not all. We've got one more thing to share with everyone.
This is what I was looking at.
Safe, social,
this is what I saw.
Sustainable. And what am I talking about?
So
well,
fucking dumb.
No other than Project
Like
Hazel.
what?
We announced this at CES earlier this year. And at CES, we had some truly insane press coverage with everyone out there saying, when can I get a Project Hazel? Will you make it into reality? And it wasn't just the press. We had resounding response from the community, every single one asking us to make Project Hazel a reality. And many of you had great ideas for features to remove. We've heard your feedback. We continue to hear your feedback on Twitter, on Facebook. Ping us anytime because we listen to all the feedback for gamers, by gamers. And what I thought I would do today is that I'd give everyone an update on the project because we are going to be making Project Hazel a reality. So what kind of updates can we give? Well, when the pandemic first started, we converted one of our manufacturing facilities to make surgical masks. Today, we at Razer make high quality certified surgical masks and we ship them worldwide. We've donated over 1 million masks worldwide in the US, in Europe, in Asia, in Africa, etc. And we continue to do that.
I've never
high
seen
quality surgical masks meeting the very best standards. And what we've done is that we've taken the learnings from that, the engineering, the design, and we've put that into Project Hazel. So Project Hazel is going to be using replaceable N95 grade filters.
I mean, I saw this, I lost
We've now designed in a secure silicon
Oh my god, I was like,
seal.
what?
These are just some of the updates since the last time that we talked about this at CES. And we are going to make sure that
and I
Project
saw this
Hazel
because I was waiting for the
follows
game to actually
lab
waiting for
testing
this
with BFE
finish.
rating
I just saw this
that we've done for surgical masks.
fucking lost it. Like,
That's
what?
the safe aspect. Now, what about the social aspect? What are we keeping? What are we not keeping? Well, first up, the clear, transparent design. We're definitely keeping that. We're also adding in interior lighting so that in low light conditions, you can still see the face of the Project Hazel user.
Jesus.
And one of the big things that we've added this time around is anti-fog coating. So we've got an anti-fog coating on the inside of the Project Hazel to ensure that the social function still remains even during use. Now, what about sustainability? Now, many of you will be aware, sustainability is at the core of what we do over here at Razer. We care a lot about the environment.
Oh my god.
One of the things that concerned us the most when we were making these one-off surgical masks was the sustainability of the surgical masks. Well, Project Hazel has got a reusable mask design, and every single filter lasts 3 times longer than single-use surgical masks. And what I'm really proud to say is that every filter uses 80% less material than traditional surgical masks. Now, I'm sure many of you are waiting to try out Project Hazel, and I'm going to talk about availability at the end of this, but if you can't wait to try Project Hazel out, we've got something really special for all of you. You can try the Project Hazel filter online and see how it looks on your face. You can check it out on Instagram, check out Razer, and here's a quick video to show how you can use the Project Hazel filter on Insta.
I'm not going to go on the freaking Instagram. Let's see what it looks like.
Now remember to tag us with your Project Hazel filters because we will be watching out for all of you. And we might have some pretty cool giveaways for Project Hazel when the time comes for shipping. So we've got a quick video to show you the updates that we've made since the last time we announced this at CES. Here you go.
I didn't even see it before. This is a whole new thing for me. I'm like, what? This is a thing. Just walk. You know, I just realized something. Like, if I just walked around with this thing, I'm gonna get so many looks. Like, what the fuck? Where'd you get this shit? Oh my god. Here's the thing. Can you cut?
So,
I'm
sure many of you are asking,
RGB.
When can I get one? When do they ship? Well, with the insane demand that we're expecting for Project Hazel, we've put together a plan so that we can get as many of these units out to you as possible. We're going to have limited quantities right from the get-go. So once we start manufacturing, we're going to be doing sale by drops. We'll have all the database of everybody who wants a Project Hazel, and we'll send you information once there are units available. And our first drop is going to be happening early Q4. We're still perfecting it, We're taking in all the beta feedback. You're going to see units out in the field, but the first drop is going to happen early Q4, once we've got most of the testing and certification done. And it's going to be available exclusively on Razer.com. And you can sign up now for all the information at rzr.to.
Okay, hold on. Let's pause. Fucking just pause, for fuck's sakes. Q4. Oh, God. rzr.to/projects. Whoops. Hazel. Fucking crazy. Absolutely wild. Okay. Oops. Okay, there we go.
/project-hazel. So
Okay.
thank you very much
Got
for
it.
joining us here today at the Razer keynote at E3.
Fuck,
I'll
man.
be seeing you guys soon. Goodbye.
You know I'm gonna get one, bro. I love how they don't even tell you like a freaking price. I'm getting one just to fucking have it. Oh my god. It's wild. Freaking face makes that has RGB. I'll see the reactions and I'll
And the Razer presentation is over. Laptops, monitors, and face masks. Oh my!
You want that Project Hazel? You getting into one of those?
Oh
props?
heck yeah! I thought it was one of their like April Fool's jokes things.
It
To be honest,
started that way.
I really didn't think that was going to be happening.
Well,
so
they underestimated all of our desires to be able to see each other's mouths while you actually talk to one another.
I ain't
right?
gonna lie. When it said it was see-through, I was like, but I wanted to hide my face.
Oh, I'll tell you, somebody hard of hearing, being able to read your lips is so clutch. Like it's.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, it's super cool. Okay, but we gotta talk about the Blade 14, $17.99.
Yeah, I know,
Need
right?
that kind of funny games money.
Well, first off, can it run TurboTax? All right, we heard. What did we hear about? It's got the RTX 3080 built in, right? AMD Ryzen 5900 HX processor. But can it run Minesweeper? Can it run TurboTax?
Minesweeper, I mean, that's the big question.
The big one right now.
I mean,
Anyway,
I'm not gonna lie, this is absolutely lovely. I like.
You can't sleep because you're having anxiety. All
right.
I'm gonna call.
Yeah, you want to catch?
I'll talk until as soon as I'm done here.
Come on, they would kick me out of here. I'd never come back. But it is really, really light and lots of ports. I felt like I heard that a lot.
Yeah, when they were talking about all the
let's
USB.
That's like what, maybe
I
2
ain't gonna
pounds,
lie,
maybe?
though, that is clutch.
2-3 pounds
Because
for
I'm
the
always
whole
like,
thing.
Oh man, I wish
maybe,
there was more ports
if
whenever
that.
I have any laptop. So I'm here for it. But it is
Pretty
extremely
wild.
light. Oh, also the THX. Catch. THX spatial audio.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing.
100%. Yeah, you know, I give PC gaming a lot of trouble, but I do play that SWTOR. You know, that sweater.
Fucking face mask though. What the fuck?
Oh,
so
wow. Okay,
so
now
funny, so stupid. I love it.
Wow, that joke.
It's not a joke. That's literally my character.
Taylor Sith? I absolutely love that.
You know, I'm gonna look at
I
that
would be
right
a
now.
Sith too. Did you see yesterday?
I'm
I had very
figure out
Sith
what the heck
vibes.
this is.
Thank you. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about Capcom.
Sure. Yeah, we got cut off. We were only in the Monster Hunter before, right?
Yeah. Where to begin?
One more thing. I told you all. I was like, Capcom talked about what it was. Golden Boy over there. Oh, I want Lost Planet. Oh, I want this.
Yeah.
Like, they were very clear about what they were going to have, and that is what they had. They did not go beyond that.
Well, you know, we always think, hey, maybe they're going to sneak something in there. They 100% stuck to the agenda on that. So we talked about Monster Hunter at length, but the Great Ace Attorney. First of all, I absolutely love the character Sherlock Holmes. Like, I love that they made him. Oh wait, I said his real name. It's supposed to be Holmes Herlock Sholmes.
Yeah.
I'm
rolls
sorry.
right
I
off the tongue.
cannot believe that I messed that up. But anyway, absolutely like adored that character. I loved how they made him like very grandiose, and he's like totally over exaggerating, and you have to prove him wrong.
Sure.
And like I said from the beginning, I'm here for the animation. This just looks so beautiful.
Of
Of
course,
course,
just
also,
casually
this is
look
so
at this
anime.
here.
Dance of deduction, summonation, examination. Like
Well, they
I'm
know
just
their
like,
audience.
I'm
They know
here.
the Phoenix Wright audience.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, of course, these were released in Japan. They hadn't been released here yet. Still haven't, obviously. We're coming up on what is it, July 27th.
Yeah.
And 10 new cases. I'm a lapsed Phoenix Wright fan. I remember back in the day playing them and enjoying quite a bit. I haven't done it in a while, so I didn't even realize these were prequels. We're going back into the history here of his lineage. So yeah.
Yeah. And now we're going to actually have access to these games here in the United States, which is
great.
Really awesome. Anyway,
I'll just put my
Golden Boy,
actually,
Golden
no.
Boy, Golden Boy. I know
Yeah,
you're
I'll just
jealous.
put my real
Look
name.
what
Hold
we
on a
have
minute.
over here. We have a cool toy. Anyway, just wanted to rub that in your face. How y'all doing over there?
Thank you. I think also, Greg, don't crush a boy's dreams, all right? Just because I was hoping for Lost Planet, I knew it wasn't coming. They stuck to the schedule, and I don't blame them for it because you know what? There's going to be even more awesome Capcom games down the line, I'm sure. But there were some awesome things that they showed today. Of course, I'm joined by our colleagues here. We got Dan, Michael, and Damon. And Damon, I'll start with you, man. Okay. Because yes, obviously, they stuck to the schedule. That was what was expected from them. I have to say, I appreciate how punctual they were.
It was punctual. They didn't waste our time with any sort of like long interviews or musical performances or anything like that. I think Monster Hunter fans got stuff to be excited about. Having another Ace Attorney is great. I do just wish we got that one, even if it wasn't a big reveal, just a tease for what's the next big AAA next gen game that's coming from Capcom. E3 is E3. This is it. There isn't like a bigger show you should be saving your stuff for. So this is like the place where you would reveal a game like Resident Evil Village, So I do feel a little bit disappointed in that respect.
Yeah, but that said, though, regarding Resident Evil, Dan, we did get RE-verse, so we knew about this, but I liked what I saw. It looked pretty cool, like just the insanity of the concept, right? I could definitely tell the very action-like combat, very different from traditional Resident Evil games. But I think in that respect, it looked cool, and I believe
so just to let you guys know, I
included with Village. If I
signed up for the Project Hazel thing.
Unless I misread or misheard, I think it's going to be included or a separate download probably, but no additional charge. Yeah, it's exciting that it's coming imminently. It's something to look forward to. Also, the promise of more RE Village down the line. I do agree with Damon. It would have been nice to see at least a hint about what's to come.
True.
But it is nice to know that there is more. I half expected them to release like Ethan Winters' brand, like hand lotion or something, because of how effective it is in the game. Yeah. But I will take RE-verse in the meantime. But they didn't give me Rival Schools, but they did give me the great Ace Attorney and some RE-verse to look forward to. So I'm happy enough.
Yeah. But one game, though, that they spent a significant amount of time on, and for good reason, because it looks great. And Michael, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin looks awesome. I had not played the original, and I just downloaded it. I'm going to play it tonight. I'm looking forward to it. What can you tell us about this?
Yeah, so earlier in the show, I said, give me cats or anime. And Capcom said, ¿Por qué no los dos? And they gave me both in Monster Hunter Stories 2
They
because
got
they
me
gave an
both.
extended trailer of that. And they got the palicos. They're so cute. I think their name is Tsukino. So very cute. And it's about Rathalos and Rathalos growing up in a world of oppression. Because in the stories of Monster Hunter, Rathalos is like the big monster that you want to slay. But here, it's kind of flipped on its head a little bit, where you have a baby Rathalos they call Ratha, and then you kind of go through the motions of society trying to like, that's Rathalos, we got to chain them down, we got to control this monster, and everyone else is like wilding out about it. Like, so they're like, you get the story trailers, and for me, as someone who loves JRPGs straight up and loves that melodramatic storytelling, and I love characters are crying, so that means I'm probably gonna cry. And there's anime boys and anime girls. Like, this is 1000% up my alley. And it's an RPG. Like, you think of Monster Hunter, like Monster Hunter Stories. Like, obviously we've had one before, so it kind of set the tone for that. But you think of Monster Hunter as this wild action game where you just like slay huge monsters. I like the vibe of Monster Hunter Stories. That is much more up my alley. Even though Monster Hunter Rise got some new content. That game is dope. I still can't believe that's running on Switch, but Monster Hunter Stories is my game of the day so far.
But speaking of crying, do you think this story is going to be like a Marley and Me, but for Rathalos?
Maybe, yeah. Oh, don't nah. That's tough.
Well, I was getting.
That's what I would want, though.
Yeah, I kind of was getting Dragon Prince vibes there as well.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Oh shit!
The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, right? I know you and Dan are both very excited about it. Your thoughts on that one coming stateside? It looks like it's going to be a fun time for fans of the series. Express your love,
of course,
for this game.
As someone who loves excruciating wordplay and makes it a key facet of my personality, I have no objections to what I saw there. When I saw it, I said, take that and take my money because I want this game imminently. You have historical himbo, Herlock Sholmes, you have Ryunosuke Naruhodo. It looks like a blast. I like all this. It feels like almost like an Agatha Christie-esque mystery. So I'm very excited to see what they have in store. I know it's been out for a while in Japan, but I'm excited that we get it stateside. It's been a great year for fans of that type of game who have a Nintendo Switch. You have Famicom Detective Club. Now you have more Ace Attorney to look forward to. So it's a great time to be a fan of solving mysteries and experiencing.
Monster Hunter Rise, I was confused about.
Yeah, one thing that you can always, or at least turn to, is like. There was a little something for the fans of those games, and that is always a plus. It's always we should definitely celebrate that, which is always fun, right? Especially for fans of the Ace Attorney series. I'm intrigued. I'm going to check it out. I'm looking forward to that one. But guys, Capcom, they've had a pretty busy 2021 with the release of Resident Evil Village, the 8th installment, by the way, of this epic franchise that introduced us all to survival back on the PlayStation 1. That opening cutscene was horrifying, by the way. I was a child. It did not set right for me. So basically Reddit, set up an AMA with the developers of Capcom sequel to talk about, these, the creepy corners, the really tall vampires and, what the devs have against Ethan's poor hands. Let's take a look.
Who is?
Oh, wait, this is Resident Evil? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
In Resident Evil 7, we created Ethan to act as the player's alter ego, a cameo-like character without any strong personality. However, through the course of production, we became attached to Ethan and we became curious to find out what will happen to him. And this decision to have him as the main character in Village came to us early in the production. While we began production for Village before RE7 was out, we actually had a plan for Ethan's destiny during RE7's development. And with the popularity of RE7, we were able to realize this idea. Since Ethan was created as the player's alter ego, we wanted to leave his face up to each player's imagination. So at this point, we don't want to show his face in any official form. In Village, showing that Ethan is in pain is an important tool to instill fear in the player. We don't have anything against his hands, but even we can admit that he has gone through a lot throughout the years. Naturally, there were many ideas that were not fully implemented in Village, either due to it crashing with the gameplay or game tempo or other reasons. But all ideas were utilized in the finished product in some way or another. This is one of the contrasts to the modern horror of RE7, where Village instead leans towards a gothic horror type action. Creatures in Village are a modern biohazardous interpretation of the classic monsters like werewolves, vampires, and marmor. Lycans are just one of them. We created the Duke to be a beloved character, but we were surprised to see that he has now become equally or even more popular than Lady Dimitrescu. It's also fun to read fans commenting that this Resident Evil game is the one that made them cry. that it gave me the privilege to work on Resident Evil Village. That we were able to complete the fatherly story of Ethan Winters. We actually had more ideas of creating more monstrous or ugly creatures before we settled on Lady Dimitrescu's current design. However, since her stage's concept was a castle of frightening women, we had to ask ourselves, how can we make it both bewitching and scary at the same time? The end result being the tall lady. That's easy, moral. It was tricky to balance the Mammon design aspects while still keeping it in the Resident Evil style. I think the team did a good job in the end. The most fun design was the Duke and the Big Baby. Both characters had very clear purposes, so it was rather intuitive how they were supposed to be. It must be the random lines from the Duke. He must have some kind of deal with the merchant from RE4. As Village is a sequel to RE7, having Chris, who played an active role in cleaning up the incident in the previous game, was a natural choice for this game. Throughout Village, Ethan really shows his strong will to get his daughter back. I think Hank, even with his expertise, is no match to Ethan's fatherly love. The concept of the Village is to provide players with a variety of different kinds of scary experiences. The House Benevolent was created as the stage that embodies one of the scariest experiences in the game. It is Donna that is speaking her mind through Angie. Or actually, it is more like Donna herself wearing a distant persona.
That's when I came back, that's right.
There was indeed an early idea for her to appear in this game, but the pacing of the game and the narrative consistency prevented us from going with it. The sequence we had planned for her only remains in the way that fans have discovered. I asked Morimasa Sato for this one, and out of all Resident Evil creatures, he said that the Crimson Heads is the gold standard. He has never been so surprised by a creature as that one. And he told me that for Village, Ethan is his favorite, but that he has a strange attachment to Moro as well. We are aware that many players have asked us to delve deeper into Village, and that is why I can tell you that we have decided to create a DLC. We're so grateful that people have been enjoying it so much. Thanks to everyone's response, we have begun production on the DLC.
Well, there you have it. Pleasure to hear from the devs in that AMA, courtesy of Reddit. And you know, I'm glad. During the AMA, because I had not played Resident Evil Village, right? And I didn't know the stuff about the hands. You know, I didn't know what was going on with it. Now I know a bit more, and yeah, it's definitely disturbing. Well, speaking of disturbing, they confirmed DLC. So what disturbing things are they going to come up with next here, Damon?
Well, so if we're going to theorize, first of all, we're going to avoid spoilers.
Yeah, avoid as best we can.
Still a pretty new game. But a lot happens at the end. A lot has changed at the end of it. So I guess maybe a question for Michael and Dan, since you played it. Do you think the DLC might sort of explore the revelation that's revealed at the end of the game, or since Lady D turned out to be so popular, would they sort of bring her back, have sort of a chapter with her maybe?
See, I feel like you have to set it kind of within the main story a little bit, or maybe an offshoot, or even like a prequel about something else that happens within the village. Personally, I'd love almost like an Animal Crossing-esque game where I get to populate the residents of the village and design this spooky little town.
Okay.
But that's
Animal Crossing is demented and, hand choppy and stuff like that. What about for you, Mike?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Dan. Like, you don't want. I don't think like following up to what happens at the end is necessarily the place for the DLC.
Yeah.
That would probably set up a sequel. But I mean, not necessarily the DLC. But I've been talking about VR support for Resident Evil Village because it was so good for 7. And if we're talking about hands and all the things that happen in your hands, imagine being in VR and like, especially if you play something. If you play it on something like the Valve Index, where you're kind of hands free with that sort of thing, and you're like, yo, what's going on? I don't know if I want that, but that would be a technical marvel, and I'd be like, yo, y'all should play that.
Well, we know that if Avli was here, I'll speak for her. She would say Lady D DLC as much as possible, and then something, about Lady D and wanting her to like, I don't know, be on her or something. I don't know. Just Avli things. You guys know how she rolls.
Definitely not me.
Folks, if you haven't had a chance to pick up Resident Evil Village yet, you gotta stop waiting. I gotta stop waiting. I gotta get it myself. So I'm gonna do that after the show is done. It's out now, so we're gonna avoid spoilers as much as we can, and we're gonna change gears here, and we're gonna talk about Mythic Quests. And Dan, I believe you ended up doing...
Yeah, you could say I'm a bit of a fan. I enjoy the show quite a bit, and I got the chance to sit down with the cast and talk to them about Season 2. It's out now, and it's really hilarious. I think people are in for a treat if they haven't checked it out yet.
All right, well, there you go. We have an exclusive interview with the members of the cast as more E3 is on the way.
What the fuck is it? What?
Hello Internet, how are you doing? I'm Dan Casey. Welcome to E3 2021, and today I'm here with some of the finest, funniest, and most creative folks in town behind one of my favorite shows, Mythic Quest. If you're not watching it, please stop what you're doing. Well, watch this panel first, then please go catch up. I cannot urge you enough to watch this show. It is truly fantastic. Today we're going to talk all about this series, how it came to life, what you can expect from Season 2, and so much more. Joining me today, we have an all-star lineup.
Oh, and this is okay. This is what I was watching, and then it cut off prematurely. So this is like the end of it. So I was trying to have like a timer set up and whatnot for it, because there was like a good hour or whatever. So now I'm gonna look for the other version here. Is it this one? Is it that one? Which one was it? I think it was this one? Hold on, let me just make sure here. Okay, yeah, it's this one, okay. And then which one was this? Hold on. 1916. Okay, it's that one. Alright. Gonna move this over. Hold on. Boop, bloop. There we go. I'm not really worried about it.
So that's how we approach those
just a continuation of what I was just doing.
Well, how has working...
So blah, 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 whatever. Nobody cares.
This is a Doom style game.
Single player journey and the narrative. Thinking of...
Couldn't agree more game. The day, thank you. Players for it. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you, Steven. Hey, viewer, I hope you've been enjoying E3 2021. Have you seen some games you like? Well, I bet you have, and I bet you should head over to Steam, where you can go to the E3 2021 profile page. There it is, the showcase page. That's what they're calling it, with that handy URL. It's so short. You can go there. You can see all the games we've been talking about during E3 2021. You can get demos. You can wish list. You can.
Also, if you just go onto the Steam desktop program, it's literally right when you open it up. Like,
pre-order, you can do all the jazz, and if you didn't know, wish listing at the very least helps out developers and publishers get their games in front of more people. And I know for some of the games we're about to talk about, as we talk about our favorite games of the day, many of them are indies and could definitely use your help. Damon Hatfield, IGN.com, GameScoop host, father, Kansas native.
These are all true.
Yeah, I know, I haven't lied yet. What was your best thing you saw today?
Greg, I'm going to go with Fallen Aces, which is a game that I think was revealed last year, but wasn't on my radar until today. So E3, the system works.
Yeah.
This is a Doom style game that with a gangster noir setting, which is very unique. Nothing really looks like it that I'm aware of. There are a lot of sort of Doom revival games that are around these days that are going for the style of the way Doom looked like in the 90s, even sometimes restricting you to the X-axis. But this is the first one I've seen that has such a unique gangster setting of it. I thought it looked awesome.
Yeah, I've been talking about, whenever I talk about it, I'm saying Doom mashed up with LA Noire, right? Like, it's got that crime noir story, it's going through, and like, it doesn't look like the Doom you're thinking of from 2018 or Eternal, right? We're talking about the old school Doom and the way it would turn and the way these characters would pop up and be a little bit pixelated. I love that one. Looks awesome from New Blood.
Scroll down
Michael Heim.
We just talked about Monster Hunter Stories 2.
We sure did, but you and I haven't talked about it.
Oh, but we haven't talked about it. And that is my game of the day. I think, like I said earlier, like just a couple segments ago, anime, cats, Monster Hunter, I'm on board. And yeah, I think that what's really cool, though, is that you get the demo at the end of the month, which is going to carry over into the release on July 9th, which we knew already. But I wish more games did that. Of course, Dragon Quest 11 did that, and I think more people hopped on board. Like, oh, I'll try it out. And then after you play the demo, it's like, oh, I don't have to restart. So that's really cool for Monster Hunter Stories. So if y'all got a Switch, keep your eyes on that. That's coming out real soon. But I just really like turn-based combat, like I said, and like flipping the Monster Hunter vibe into which Stories 1 already did. Flipping that into a turn-based combat system, kind of reworking the story a little bit. I think it's going to be a lot more thoughtful than what you might expect from Monster Hunter.
That's the thing, is somebody who played a lot of World, right, and it has played Monster Hunters like I talked about before on PSP, I skipped original stories, and kind of wasn't on my radar at all. So checking out this one, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so story-focused and character-forward.
Yeah, some JRPG stuff that I absolutely love. So yeah, that's really got me excited. And I think like the first 2 days were a little bit lacking in Japanese games, which is where I gravitate towards. I know Square Enix focused on Guardians, so Capcom came through for me.
Okay, great. Dan.
Well, speaking of Japanese games, one of my favorites in recent memory was Fire Emblem Three Houses, so I immediately gravitated towards Dark Deity. It looked like a strategy RPG that I can't wait to play because it blends mechanics, it seems, from both Fire Emblem and other similar strategy RPGs, but also that XCOM-style wound system. I love a good game with permadeath. I want to feel there's a sense of stakes for my characters, but also I need to manage my characters a little bit too, because I don't want to save scum my way through this. I need to tactically decide, are they going to make it through this battle? If they get grievously wounded, are they going to be able to help me in the next one? So I'm excited to see what they have there, and like Damon was saying, the system works.
E3, the system works. Hashtag the system works. Hashtag Monsties. That was another one.
Yeah.
I saw the internet get taken off guard by the Monsties. Was that a big thing on Monster Hunter Stories 1? Did they talk about Monsties?
Yeah, shouts out to Monsties. Wow. Yeah.
I can't believe I completely missed it. It's so adorable.
At DoorDash.
They should rename it Monstie Hunter, Damon.
You get a baby Rathalos. Well, Ratha, but you know.
Well, I'm sure everybody wants to know what my favorite game of the day was, but I'm going to make you wait for it. Instead, we're going to kick it over to Jackie and Golden Boy to tell you about what's coming up tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Miller, thank you so much.
Mr. Miller sounds like a teacher.
I don't know. Why do I keep on calling him that? Greg?
Guess so.
Can I be honest? I just keep on mixing you both up because you guys have G names. But anyway, Verizon dedicating $1 million to helping 5 female students from historically black colleges and universities get into game-related fields with the Verizon Game Forward Scholarship, empowering, uplifting, creating change for the next gen. Super
Pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, that's right. And then we ended up having in television, which I quite enjoyed this one. We saw the Amico in action. That controller, very unique. A great console for the family. Cheap games as well. You know, not cheap in quality, but cheap in cost. And I think that this is definitely going to be something to keep your eye on for sure.
Yeah, and Take-Two discussing diversity, equity, inclusion, and corporate responsibility in the gaming industry, talking about how we can do better.
Indeed, we always can. We always can. We had plenty more to show here as well. Mythical Games coming in hot. Bring in the blockchain to the gaming space. This was a great deep dive. I enjoyed it as a fan of that particular industry. I'm looking forward to seeing how the blockchain can continue to influence gaming in the future.
And Freedom Games, cat cafe manager with cute kitties, and then To the Rescue with adorable puppies, and then Coromon with little monsters. It was just so much fun. Lots of fun games revealed during the Freedom Games presentation today.
And Capcom fans were not disappointed because they received updates on games that they are anticipating that are around the corner. You know, games like Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, you know, Monster Hunter Rise DLC, The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, even an update on Resident Evil Village that will be getting new DLC by popular demand.
And I'm going to try to read this like a 90s ad. Blade 14, Blade 14, Blade 14 for $17.99. $17.99, $17.99. Oh my goodness, what a steal.
Actually, it's a really sick laptop.
Lots and lots of ports.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my favorite.
Lots and lots of ports.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But it was a really, really fun day. And you guys are awesome. Love working with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to talk about what we enjoyed the most today.
What did you enjoy the most?
Okay, so on my list here, I put Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Rain. Michael, my fellow otaku, we both put that at the top of our list here. Obviously, that was a new trailer, and we were chatting, and I just said it absolutely hit for me. It's about this young boy connecting with his monster, but connecting with himself.
No, it's
connecting with others.
Monsty.
Monsty. I'm sorry, I keep on saying that. And I retweeted you, and I hashtagged Monsty.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can join the Monsty movement by going to twitter.com/GameOverGreggy and retweet a tweet that's #Monsty.
Keeps on trying to get us Twitter
Connect with your Monsties, people. Yes, connect with your Monsties. That was what I took
Everyone
from
connect
that.
with your Monsties tonight.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll go next. The game that certainly caught my attention was One Lonely Outpost from Freedom Games.
So
what we saw. You know, I love games like that, right? You know, management games, but also they have like quirky little elements to it. And this game brought the quirkiness 100%. I followed them on Twitter, both the game and Freedom Games. I'm really keeping my eye on them because I didn't know much about Freedom Games today, and I'm glad that we had that opportunity to spotlight them because that game looked really cool.
I'm right there with you, right? New Blood caught me off guard of a whole bunch of stuff I hadn't seen from them, but I've heard of New Blood. Freedom Games I hadn't heard of, and that's why at the top of my list for today I put
I heard
To the Rescue.
none of,
Right?
I've heard
another
of
quirky
neither
management
of them.
sim. Let's run a dog rescue operation, right? But I love the idea that even though the game is cute graphically, even though the idea is cute, like it is serious, right? There's going to be diseases that'll get into the hospital that you have to worry about, like cordon off the dogs. There's people coming in who only want puppies, and you have these old dogs. What are you going to do? Like you're dealing with these different things, let alone that 20% of every dollar spent on To the Rescue, of course, will be donated to Pet Finder. So that's awesome.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, that's always great. Games that have initiatives and stuff like that, that's a winner for me.
There were so many fun ones in Freedom, but let's take a look at our final day tomorrow and how things are shaping up. Nintendo kicks things off at 9 a.m. Pacific, followed by Bandai Namco presents House of Ashes. And we've got Eureka Studio and GameSpot's Play For All Showcase. And we wrap things up with the E3 Awards.
Who will be game of the show?
Oh.
Okay. They're not all in, so I'm not actually asking
I know,
you to make a
yeah.
I can't do it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at here it is.
Look who's joining us.
Back again.
Look at these.
Back again.
This silly motley crew
You know what that means? You know what that means?
join
You
us.
see everybody on the
Come
main
join us.
stage, ladies and gentlemen. That means that's it for today's coverage of E3. We want to thank our friends at Binge and iHeartRadio, a proud partner of E3 2021 and the #1 podcast publisher in the United States. Listen to all your favorite shows on the iHeartRadio app. Thank you to our media crew. That's all of you guys over there. All of the developers today. We'll be back tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Pacific. A big day starting off with Nintendo. Get some sleep. Good night, everyone.
Peace, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Again, that just looks dumb, honestly. Just like this looks really good. This also looks really good. Can't remember what the CM is offhand. Oh, that's okay. Never mind. But yeah, so can't wait. God. So I'm probably gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna do another like stream tonight or like how is it? tomorrow. They're recording. No, I'm not gonna do a recording tonight. Whatever. After this, I'm gonna go to bed, or at least stop this recording and lay down for bed. I'm going to finish doing the second or day 2 of adding games, and then adding today's game list and like device list to like to everything having to do with E3, and then doing well, tomorrow, which is day 4, and that'll be it for that at least. And after that, I think I'm gonna do Summer Game Fest, which is actually there's more stuff with that as well. Long story short, I'm just gonna do a bunch of these things. E3 is what I was more kind of focused on. Summer Game Fest, Summer Game Fest, stuff that's already has already, the Summer Game Fest is stuff that's either pre-recorded or is a file that's staying up. So, I'm not worried about it. E3, see y'all tomorrow. So now we got Tuesday's stream. And I think after this, I'm gonna have to look up all these names, all these games on really kind of get like because some of them don't have like the like a date or whatever, or I think I'll have, there's like certain things I think I have to look up. Like at some point it was like really like quick to friggin' like they were just like just banging them out, like, so I couldn't really keep track of everything, so anyway, I'll see you guys later. Like if you guys enjoyed this video, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video, stream, whatever the fuck I want to call it. Anyway, bye bye. Yeah.